made a big, huge oopsie. What's up, guys? I'm gonna be reviewing trades for the 18th, Wednesday. And I made a mistake. I saw a good opportunity to go long, and I went long for a quick scalp, but I accidentally bought put options. So we'll get into that trade here shortly, but it really did not feel good. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into these trades. Okay, here's the first trade of the day. I saw we were forming a bear flag, and it looked like we were testing that lower bound trend, so I wanted to go long there. We wicked below it, and then it looked like we were getting bought up, so the trend was still intact on SPY, and so I went long there. I got out there, got stopped out right there. Thought it was a pretty good stop, stuck to my plan. Thought it was a pretty good entry too, only had one contract, not risking a whole lot. I was also looking at triple Q to see if it held its trend, and it broke it as well. So once triple Q broke and once SPY broke my stop, I got out of that puppy. Okay, now for trade number two. Trade number two looked like we were possibly finding a bottom here, finding a support level, so I got in, hoping for a bounce. Got rejected really hard and dumped really quick on me. Dumped right through my stop, and for some reason I got out of my contract one at a time right there, not really sure, instead of just getting out of both of them, but I held through the dump, and then it pulled back a little bit and I got out. I wish I would have gotten out right when it was dumping and broke my stop, as that's the plan, but I kind of froze a little bit too, just by how fast it dumped. I wanted to see if we could possibly wick back up over it, but we were holding below my stop, so I got out. I knew we were dumping, and I knew we were in a downward trend, so I was aware that we could break this support level and that we could keep falling. But we just broke it really quick, kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but I was aware of the risk and kept my losses somewhat small. Okay, now for the third trade, I saw we were forming a bull flag here. We pushed up, kind of forming this quick flag, and I was going long here to hopefully catch a nice breakout. There's the nice little breakout that I wanted, and I checked my options prices there, and I realized that I was down somehow. That's because I bought puts instead of calls. So this is the trade I was talking about. I've scaled out here too. I don't know why I just didn't sell both of them at the same time, but yeah, this would have been a great long. Pushed up above this previous inflection point. We were consolidating right here above it real quick, forming this nice lag pattern. Then we pushed up. I was trying to go long, and I accidentally went short. So this hurt me. This was a pretty significant loss, and it could have been a nice win. That hurt, but it was just a mistake that I made, and I'm gonna be better in the future. Now for the fourth and final trade, I see we're pushing up, and we're trying to get above this resistance level, but it looks like there's a lot of selling pressure, so I go short here. Got stopped out right there for a small win. Thought this trade was pretty good, pretty well executed. Kept my stop wide enough where it could consolidate. Once we wicked on the second and third candles and we couldn't break through, that's a good indicator that we have some buying pressure there, and so we may not be able to break that inflection point. So I wish I would have moved my stop a little tighter just to capture a little more profits, but that's a good lesson learned as well. Okay, now to review the account real quick. This is what October looks like. This is yesterday, Wednesday. That's a big ouchie right there. It's really unfortunate though, because this minus 55 could have been closer to zero or green. Maybe I could have had a small green trading day instead, but because of that mistake, I was significantly in the red. Okay, this is now what we're looking like for the month of October. We're up 103 bucks. Our win percentage is 45.5%. This is our cumulative P&L. Took a little dive yesterday, which is fine. Part of the process, part of learning and growing. Average hold time for October is around 21 minutes. We're down 529 bucks since August 15th, the start of the account. Average hold time's around 19 minutes. Win percentage is close to 40%, 37.7%. And this is what our cumulative P&L looks like for the account. Looks like we could be forming a higher low here, which is a really good time to buy. All right, now to quickly review my notes for the day. Obviously, I need to choose the right option I want to buy. If I'm trying to go long, I need to buy calls. And if I'm trying to go short, I need to buy puts. It's kind of a gimme. I need to stick to my stops. If I'm setting a hard stop, then I need to get out when it breaks the stop. I need to stick to plan, and I need to get out, cut my losses, and move on to the next trade. I also need to wait patiently for good setups. I feel like I tried to force maybe 1 or 2 trades yesterday. I need to be okay with just sitting on the sidelines and waiting for good setups to present themselves. I also need to focus on building a good trading environment, both physically and mentally. So what I mean by that is when I'm trading, I need to have a good physical environment, clear of distractions, and not trying to multitask doing multiple things while trading, because that makes me miss a whole lot of good setups, which then makes me frustrated and causing me to be a little more emotional when I'm trading. And also mentally, I need to do things like meditation, prayer, stretching, working out, taking care of my body, and eating well to make sure I have a good mental state when I'm going into trading. And then the final lesson that I'm just trying to continue practicing is being a good loser. When I lose, I'm going to take the loss with a smile and with a grateful attitude, because it's teaching me something valuable. It's teaching me a good lesson that I can learn from. Then I can apply that to my next trade and hopefully trade better and become a better trader because of that. Now to quickly review the day's opportunities that we missed, that we wish we would have taken, hindsight being 2020. All right, to wrap this up really quickly, because I do need to go to work, unfortunately. Looking at SPY, formed a wedge pattern right off the bat, and I wanted to go long here. Didn't take it as I was distracted. I had a dentist appointment in the morning that kind of distracted me, and then I had some other stuff like work going on, so missed this trade, but was thinking about taking long here. Formed a bull flag here, which I liked. Didn't take as well for some reason, but I do like the setup going long here. There's an inflection point around this 370-75 area that we had trouble getting over. Once we got over, we bounced off of it, and then we broke below it, and we were testing it right here. This would have been a good opportunity to go short. We retested it right here, and I would have liked to gone short in this area as well. Then we started falling throughout the day. Looks like we had a bounce, and we're forming a higher low here and double bottoming as well. So I would have loved to have taken this long. Pushed up. This is that bull flag that I missed during trading that I took short instead of long when I was trying to go long. So this was unfortunate, but this is a good long opportunity. Triple Q, same thing, same wedge pattern. Would have loved to have gone long here, but missed it. Same bull flag, another bull flag, good bull flag. So I said bull flag a lot of times there. There's obviously an inflection point around this 270, 230 level. We had some trouble getting over it, and then we were retesting it here, a lot of consolidating around it. So I would have loved to have gone short in this area. And then we set another support level right here at this 271 level, and we bounced off of it. Then we double bottoming here. We fell below it briefly and then reclaimed it. I would have loved to go in long here at this reclaim. Once we reclaimed it, we're starting to push up. This would have been a good long here. Then we pushed up. We retested this level again and got rejected. I would have loved going short here at this retest, as we couldn't quite get above it. Then we pulled below this inflection point, tested it, got rejected, and tested it again and got rejected. I would have loved to go in short either one of these points. I thought would have been a good short. We had this inflection point that we were bouncing around and that there was a lot of trading activity around. Would have been a nice short here, and then here also retesting this level. Not very pretty, but would have been also a good opportunity to go short at. That's it for the video. I guess it's going to be a longer video again. That's going to be fun to edit. I apologize for getting these videos out later, but I haven't made good habits yet to edit these consistently and get them out on a good time schedule. That's also what I'm going to focus on here in the future, is making good habits around editing these videos so that I can get them out sooner to y'all. I got to end it here. Hopefully y'all had a good trading day yesterday, better than me. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.